I want to ask that what is the best thing about being a professor in maths?
Uh, yeah, it's for people like me, Santanam, Baba, Ajay, Sukumar. The best part is we are paid for what we love to do. All right. Most often, you go to a job because you have to make a bread and butter, right? You have to earn. Here, the
Yeah.
point is we love to do that, and we are also paid, which is something fantastic. Yeah.
Hmm. And
Okay.
about being a human being?
About a human being, yes. The thing is, that has nothing to do with as a math teacher. As a teacher, the greatest advantage for teachers is that they move with young people. That keeps us alive. That keeps us also young, and that keeps us open to newer ideas. Okay,
Hmm.
that keeps us being challenged. Okay, to move the thing. So that's something fantastic. Okay, so as you can see that many of the teachers do not age very easily, at least in mine. Okay, the body reactions will be there, but you can see that they are very young in spirit and mind and their ideas, and that's something greatest gift for teachers. And if they are also
Yes.
paid reasonably well, I think nothing to beat it.
And sir, what is the thing you dislike most about being a professor?
Oh, that I have a very standard answer for that. It's a setting of exam papers, correcting them. Okay, and that
Okay.
I mean, I hate it. So what I do is that usually when I start doing such things, about an hour or 1 hour maximum, then even if I know I could do it, I'll take a break always.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't want to correct more than that. I'll just go out, do something, walk. Okay, well, at Hyderabad University, it was a beautiful campus, so I'll just go for a long walk, then come back and again do like that.
Okay.
So that's
And
one thing which
about
I,
being okay.
yeah.
And about being human being.
About my human being, you see, if you go to Indian philosophy or whatever they call as religion,
Hmm.
the idea of any human being is not to take a birth. Okay, that
Yeah.
you have to be one with the God. Okay,
Yes.
but I think if it is true, then I want to be born because you can help a lot of people. Maybe that's somewhat egoistic. Okay, but I would like to be born so that I can be helpful to other human beings. So that's the greatest gift. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, as you have created MTTS for us,
Hmm.
so who is your MTTS in your life?
Oh, as I said, my classmates, they are the one who trained me. Right? You will
Yes,
not
sir.
believe. Yeah. In fact, even in MSc, I had another friend of mine. We are still very friends. Recently, about 2 years ago, I met him. Uh, by name Professor Panir Selvam, and we used to bunk classes in MSc. And we will take your book, and both of us are day scholars. We used to come from nearby villages. So one of the hostel students will give his room key to us. Okay, we will sit there and discuss, solve a lot of problems like that. Okay,
Sir, you bunked
so
for studying together.
yes, yes. That no, that's because see, I see. I want to be honest, so I will say that sometimes you think that you are wasting your time in sitting somebody's lecture because you see that they have not understood what they are talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's
Yes,
very painful. Not only painful, you will become disenchanted with the subject itself.
yes, sir.
Okay, I'm being a little frank, but I'm not what do you call advising others to do that or something. But since I decided to be very honest, I'm just openly saying these things. In a closed door, I will always say such things, but now it's recorded, it's going to be public. Okay, so I used to bunk classes because I could. And in fact, one incident happened like that. Somebody who thought he is doing PhD in some subject. Okay, I can even say that complex analysis. Okay, And he knew already about me. He said, Kumaresan may think he can understand any subject, but complex analysis is very difficult. He cannot understand. Okay. So if there are friends of his here, please tell him. Okay.
Okay.
Then they naturally came and told me. Then I said, okay, you want me to quote I will quote the Hindi word for what I said in
Yeah,
Tamil.
sure, sir, sure, sir.
साढ़े शादी शुरू हो गया उनको. You know what it means?
No, sir.
Maybe
That
my
is
pronunciation
very
is
funny.
bad. 7.5 years. Sade. You don't know that?
No, sir.
Sade
Act-
Sadi?
Sir, are you talking about Sade Sati?
Ah,
Sade
Sade
Sati.
Sati. See, that's
It's
why I
like
said my
bad
pronunciation.
times. It's sort of bad times.
Yeah, that's a Saturn's translate. Okay. For 7.5 years, three places. 12th place, first place, and second place of your horoscope chart. So those 7.5 years is a bad time. So I said, then I went and, next to 2 lectures I went. Then I proved that he has not understood. Okay. Then he went and cried to Professor Ganesan, whom I showed you last time. And he said, no, why did you invite him? Okay. He knows what he's talking about, just leave it. Then he called me, and Professor Ganapati also called me and said, why are you bothering? I said, he said, I cannot understood, so I just wanted to understand, so I was asking questions. That Professor Ganapati understood I was being mischievous. He smiled at me and said, okay, if you don't want to attend, don't attend. That's it. So I've done such things, but see, in some sense, it was what you call adolescent bravado. Okay, but from teacher's point of view, it may also hurt. Okay, as a teacher now, I may feel that perhaps I hurt my teacher. Okay, I'm not very proud of that, but on the other hand, this really happened.
Sir, actually, this happens to us also. I mean, there are some teachers. Actually, we don't want to disrespect them. That is not the meaning. But we don't like their teaching or the way they are teaching or saying, or that is not understand. We are not understanding that.
Yeah.
Sometimes happens this.
You're right. You're right. The point is, see, for example, I told you, Professor Ganesan. Okay, I corrected him, and that's not the one incident. That's the first incident, which was something kind of very striking. Okay, but I didn't mind going to his class, even though there may not be much for me to learn from him, perhaps. But I loved his way of teaching and his honesty, so I tried to go. And similarly with Professor Balakrishnan. Okay, I also corrected him 2 or 3 times in analysis and various things. Anyway, I don't remember anyway. But he also liked it. Okay, so those people I did go. Okay, but some of the people, you can see that they don't have any iota of what they're talking about. Okay, then it's a kind of too much of a burden on us. Yeah.
Sir,
But,
I am in.
Yeah.
I am in such classes.
No, it happens to all of us. But let me tell you, even at the University of Hyderabad, some students had come and complained to me, okay, about somebody. Let us not worry about who they are. I told them, please, this is one thing which I would like to say, everybody, every student, every viewer, for your growth as a student, it is as much important to have a good teacher as to have a bad teacher. Bad teacher meaning a teacher who may not know the subject well, or who may not be, he may know some other subject well, but what he is teaching, he may not be doing well. Okay, that may also happen. But it's also very important because the first teacher gives you direction, makes you think the proper way. The second teacher makes you stand on your own leg. You can't depend on him. You have to read, you have to discuss, you have to learn from a book or discussing with other friends. Okay, that is also an essential part of growing, learning. So please bear with that kind of thing. It's part of the game.
So we were talking about those classes we do not want to do not like those classes. So we can move to the next question.
Yeah, right. I think it's a very little delicate. I think I've said more than enough. I think you should stop that.
So MTTS is one of the successful programs of India. So I'm very interested to know that how this MTTS concept came in your mind. Can you share history of it?
Yeah, sure. In fact, that was a very first question, which I mean, the origin of this interview. Yeah. See, as I said in one of my earlier things, in the first year of University of Mumbai teaching, I found that I know it instead of focusing only on 10 people at the time. Actually, there are about 60 students, but 10 were groomed specifically by me. So I thought I should take it to a larger scale. And then, and even before that, there was a meeting by the National Board for Higher Mathematics, Department of Atomic Energy, on the development of mathematics. There was a conference on that. In that conference, based on my experience, I was at that time in TAFR 1988. So based on my experience with juniors there, I proposed this idea of MTTS. Okay. So and somebody kind of tried to twist it, saying that perhaps Kumaresan is talking about coaching classes. Okay. Then I became very angry. Then I told him, no, I'm not talking about coaching classes. Okay. And then I explained that. And then at the end of the thing, except that guy who tried to smear it as coaching class, everybody came and said it's a very excellent idea. Okay. But nobody took it up. Okay. Except about there are about 120 people or something. Only about 15-20 of us were something like a so-called LATC Research Institute kind of background. But all others were teachers in some colleges or universities, etc. But none of them took it up. Then, okay, after that, I joined Bombay University. Then I had that feeling. And 92, there was a meeting, I think 92, Sandhanam, right? There was a meeting on harmonic analysis. In that, there was one session dedicated to how to improve the standards of PhD students. I mean, who are joining for PhD. There, so all the speakers said the standard of students who are admitted for PhD course, their standards are very low. We should improve. So we should essentially try to teach them again MSc level mathematics. And if you notice, that is what is being done under the name ATM schools, AFS, Annual Foundation Schools. Okay. Right. But then it came much later in history. So then I told them that it's already too late. At that level, you can't teach because they had already passed MSc. And if you teach, they were not going to be very receptive to learn anything. You should start, if possibly, at BSc level. In fact, I said second year BSc. Then somebody, even I remember somebody asked me, why second year? Why not first year? Then college level. Then I told them first year usually it's a computational mathematics, as they did in high school and higher secondary, like trigonometry, coordinate geometry, three-dimensional coordinate geometry, calculus of 2 variables, 3 variables, vector calculus, vector algebra. Again, a lot of computation and differential equation, ODE. But the real theory comes probably from second year onwards in the form of either linear algebra or abstract algebra or in the form of real analysis. So that's the time we should catch them and train them to think mathematics. So then, luckily, it was supposed to be that session was for improving PhD aspirants, but finally everybody bought into my thing. You see that? Again, I did not make it a great point or anything. I just simply said that and slowly built up the thing. Then, luckily, those people who proposed it, Professor Sundar and Rana, etc., they said, okay, we will run such a training program. Okay. Then they wanted me to submit to NBHM, National Board for Higher Mathematics. Then I wanted to involve among one of them. Actually, both of them got involved finally. The first proposal was sent by me, but it was signed by Professor Sundar and myself. Okay. And in that, see that thing, unfortunately, I lost the document because I'm very, very proud of what I wrote in that. What I wrote was, many people will think this MTTS program is essentially preparing people for elitist institutes, PhD program or some sort of thing. Okay. I said, that's not my aim. That will also happen. But my aim was to kind of take students, depending upon their potential, okay, give enough training so that they realize potential. So they may turn out to be maybe even higher secondary teacher or college teachers or university level teacher or a research worker or even in one of the, they may do research scientists at elitist research institutes. So the entire spectrum I want to capture. Okay, I don't want to capture only to the elitist thing. I wrote this. The word elitist I didn't use because again that will be a red flag before a Spanish bull. Okay, so I avoided using that word, but I wrote this. And I think in that way MTTS has really realized its potential. There are a lot of teachers who are even at higher secondary, and you will not believe some of the MTT students say, oh, you know, 12th standard teacher used to teach like you. He said he was an MTTS participant. Okay, so that makes me really happy. Okay, so then we sent this proposal to NBHM, and Professor Raghunathan was the chairman, and there were a lot of discussion. Apparently, I was not privy to that, and a lot of people were against that, but Professor Raghunathan had faith in me. He said, I know Kumaresan, if he says he will put his heart in that, he is a taskmaster, so let us give you a try. At least for a couple of years or 3 years, we will try it out. Then we will review. That's how it started. And an interesting side story here is one person who vehemently opposed this proposal of mine for MTTS, his son joined second year MTTS. Okay. Then his son went and told him what happened in MTTS. Okay. And 2 years are over. Then there was a review of this program by NBHM. So I was invited to the meeting to give a report. And at that time, this professor was vehemently opposed. He said, you have to run it up to 30 places, 50 places in the country. I said, why? Your son asked you to do say that? Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Anything more about that? Yeah.
So MTTS program is like from the day one, it's a classy program, right? It's very successful program.
Yeah, it was very successful. But in the beginning, I had to see, this is one thing which all of us have to learn. When you work as a team, you should be ready to do small compromises. It's like a coalition party of, okay? If there is no coalition party, then majoritarianism takes over. Okay? So, for example, the standard practice, if you notice, even now it's practiced in ATM schools, I believe, will be keep instructions are separate and tutorials or problem solving separate. Okay, I was dead against. I said it should be then and there. Okay, once they learn, okay, something, all of them should learn at least 30%, 40%, 50%, 80%, 90%. Then only we should move. That means we stop there and give some exercises, examples, or allow them to discuss. Once they are confident, we go to the next one. Don't push it. I will prove all 7 theorems. Okay, then 4 exercises in the evening at 4 o'clock I take. See, these 7 student theorems, they may not have understood. Even the first theorem, they may not have understood. 6th or 7th result, they may have no idea what is happening. Okay, so I was dead against, but due to other people, so I had to compromise. So in the first 2 years, it was not the MTTS of today. There are separate problem sessions. Okay, and third year, I took over completely. Okay, then I I implemented my way completely. But even that, it was very good that way. All the faculty and all my collaborators at that time, they all helped, they all supported. We did a good job there, no problem.
Okay.
Sir, who were the supporters who supported you to organize your first MTTS camp?
See, the kind of the infrastructure wise, the logistics wise, it was Professor Inder K. Rana from IIT Bombay. He was a great organizer. In fact, my organizational skill owe a lot to him. I learned a lot from him. Okay, from how to organize, how to systematize various things. I really learned. Okay, yeah. And so academic wise, Professor Sundar and others also. Mm, yeah, right.
Okay.
But the division of what subject should be taught, etc., are done by me. Okay. Otherwise, they would have started the metric spaces in real analysis first course. Okay, they would. That's what they do, always do. Even now they do many times.
So, sir, how was your experience in first camp?
It's fantastic. Absolutely. In fact, I was very glad I thought of it, and there were people to help me. We all worked together as a team. I should not say they helped me. We all helped each other, and we did a great job at the time. And I could see that it started already living up to my expectations. Okay, that there are people who are trained, but there is something very interesting. I don't remember whether it was the first or second camp. Sandana might remember. There was one who had got gold medal in IMO twice.
Second year.
Huh?
Second year.
Okay.
Second year. Okay. And such people were there. And there were students from college also. Okay, this guy is doing BTech and third or fourth year or whatever, second year, let's say. But remember, twice in succession, gold medal is in IMO, International Mass Olympiad. Okay.
Okay.
And you tell any problem, anything, he will do. So you have to keep him engaged. You see that? And on the other hand, there is, at the other end of the spectrum, there is a student who is still struggling to understand what the problem is about. So we have to keep a good balance. So we did those things helped us a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was even the first camp. It was not, even though it was what you call a pilot camp kind of thing. It was successful beyond my expectation because of this kind of things.
Sir, what were your expectations?
See, my expectations was very simple. As I said, one line, if a student comes, whatever his or her potential, okay, try to realize that person, okay, make that person realize whatever he is or she is capable of. At least give you confidence. Okay, you may not see. Nobody can realize one's potential overnight or even 20 years later. But the journey should start in the direction, and you should have the confidence that you can reach it sometime. That we were able to give. So that way, I think we were successful. As I said, very top level to very low level, we are able to cater to everybody, and we made them happy. We made them gain confidence, and we could see their growth. That way, yes.
Yes, sir.
So actually, I am very much keen to know about the first MTTS camp. So I'm asking some more questions. Can you share a few feedbacks that you got from students as well as teachers?
Oh, see, unfortunately, I lost those things. I maintained all the feedback from first camp onwards, but when I moved, then I kind of moved them. Now, even now, when we started MTTS Trust, most of the earlier things also I kind of scanned and destroyed, because there was something like one room full now. Okay, and in fact, in Hyderabad University, there was no space except for this MTTS work for me there. Okay, I had a table, etc., but everything else was something or other to do with MTTS, MTTS souvenir, MTTS application form, MTTS feedback forms, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so, but Santana, if he remembers, he could tell, but my memory is usually bad. But I remember people said that, and see, certain things I don't want to say because it looks like self promotion. So let's not worry about such things, because those things you remember because it affects you. or it concerns you. You remember, but
Yeah.
I don't want to say. But what I remember is everybody was uniformly good. They all said it's not even in the first camp. In spite of the fact, instruction hour and problem solving in discussion hour is separate. They all said that teaching is not a standard classroom teaching. That was there even in the first camp.
Yeah.
Sandana, would you like to add something?
I think so. Yes, even the first year, all the students felt it is completely different from the usual classroom teaching. And all the discussion, night discussion, and all first year itself started actually.
Yes, that's right.
They used to come to guest house.
Yeah, right. Yeah, in fact, among students, it's IIT Bombay. You see that, therefore, there is nothing like among boys, girls, and before 9 o'clock you should check in and we will lock you up, etc. Nothing of the kind. Can you believe? Up to 12 o'clock, there will be girls in my guest house room, and not only in mine, others also, discussing mathematics. Okay. So the only our insistence is among girls, at least 3 should come together, not single. That's the only restrictions we had. And then we will take them back to their hostel because it will be around 12 o'clock. Even then they are ready to discuss. Then we have to say that no, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we have to start our session. So all of us will be tired tomorrow. So we used to walk them back to their hostel and then come back.
Okay.
So this was in the first camp itself. Thank you, Sandhanam. That's a good point. Yeah.
So, sir, let's discuss something more interesting about MTTS. So, Tamogna, please share the screen.
(1996) picture.
No, we have many more.
Wow, yeah. This is unforgettable. Yes. Ask your questions.
Okay, Tamogna, please show the next picture also.
It's all from the, this one is different. The
This
earlier
ICT.
two are from the same place. This is ICT. The earlier two are from Surat camp. What is it? VGNIT, right? What is it?
SVNIT.
Oh, yeah.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Institute. National
Yeah, right.
At that time, sir, Arijitda was a student. I mean, in the
He was a
camp.
student. He was a student. You can see that. He is sitting, lying on a bed and we are sitting down. That's what I meant by saying there should be some kind of friendship.
Yeah.
This is also. This is
So it was taken at 10:30 p.m. at 9, right?
Oh, this one? I don't remember that. Is that right?
Yeah, this
Yes,
is true.
right.
ICT 2006.
ICT, I remember that. Oh, it's 2000. Okay. ICT, I remember. This guy is Akash, the fellow with who is facing. His head is seen from the dark blue shirt, and next to is your Arijit Da. Okay. So this guy Akash is always with Arijit. Anyway, they are from what is that? Shantiniketan camp. Yeah. Right. But I remember that because it was in my guest house room because they had some difficulty in some course. Okay. Then I told them that we will discuss it. So the entire class came there, and you can see there was no board, nothing, and it was a serious analysis. There will be series of inequalities. I can tell you what it was about: chain rule for multivariable calculus. Okay, a lot of inequalities and notation will be there. All those things were explained with almost zero writing. And all the students were supposed to submit it next day, which they did.
Oh,
Show that they understood the proof.
that's amazing, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Tamogna, show the next picture.
Shall I say something?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The previous picture so that the person who is sitting next to left to Professor Kumaresh Pratibha
yes.
Heber.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, she went to TFR camp. Now she is in Duke University now.
Okay. You want to hear an interesting story about that?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly. That's,
Yes,
why,
sir.
that's why I said. Yes, sir. You should say. Tell them. That's why I said.
Yes. See, there is one thing called what is called the International Mass Union. Okay, that is the biggest body for international level mathematicians. And once in 4 years they meet. There is a Congress, International Congress of Mathematicians. They give Fields Medal. So they have another committee under them. Not a committee. It's actually another thing. International Commission for Mass Instruction. Okay, that's concerning mass education separate wing. So I was okay. Somebody had heard about MTTS program there. The chairman or president, yeah, president of that commission. So he wanted to talk to me. So there was a meeting at DAE, Department of Atomic Energy and Shakti Bhavan. Then I was explaining what is MTTS. Then I told them that we don't prepare anybody for any exam. In fact, we tell them if you are after any exam, competitive exam, this and that, okay, please leave. We don't. Our idea is to make you think mathematics, enjoy mathematics. As a byproduct, you may pass exam. Okay, that's not our primary aim. This is what. And that person asked, even with this, were students interested in mathematics? They attended your camps? I said yes. Okay. After my presentation was over, I went to my seat. I had a laptop. I opened the laptop. There was an just then, as I opened, a mail came into inbox. That was from Pratima Hebbar. Okay. She was also in the same batch with Arijit and Akash at Sandhiniketan camp. And she is from some not well-known college from Pune. And there is a Madhava competition, all of you know about, right? I think
Yes.
it is in the first year or
Yes, sir.
second year of its existence at the time. Okay. She was one of the top 10.
Oh.
And people are very surprised because usually it will be at the time ISER already had come, I believe. ISER or some such thing on top, some other top colleges like Zen Xavier here, Zen Xavier in Calcutta, or some such thing. Okay, RCM Stephens from Delhi. These are the people who are always getting the top positions in the Madhava camp. And they were very surprised. Some unknown college, and that too a girl got in. Okay, and the very interesting thing is that Madhava competition person Sholapurkar was just telling me about that just then. When I came back and said the message from Pratima Hebbar had come, it said, I cleared, I am in one of the top 10 positions of Madhava competition, and I did not prepare anything except for MTTS training. That's the only reason why I succeeded.
Wow.
Really a
Amazing.
great compliment.
No, not only great compliment. Just to look at this is what sometimes you try to believe there is a kind of a providence, a God, a divinity. Just then I completed my presentation saying I don't prepare for any exams. Okay,
Yeah.
and people should leave if they want. There you go. Okay, I come back and this guy, this girl sends me this. I showed it to them. This is what I meant. We don't prepare, but on the other hand, our students succeed. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandhanam. I just missed it. That's great. It's something, there are 2 or 3 instances in my life. Okay. Even a person who is agnostic, atheist, tend to believe there is some sense of something which happens. Okay. It's some, when there is something good happens. Anyway, yeah. Yes, this is at CU2N, Central University of Tamil Nadu, Tiruvarur. Yes. It's, I think, 3-day workshop. Ah. Hey, where is this? This. This is IIT Madras. Sandhanam?
Yeah, yes, IIT Madras, 2016.
Yeah, right. See, I have a historian with me. He remembers everything.
Sir, it appears to be SSN.
Wait. Just go back. No. SSN, no, just.
No, not this one, the next one.
Yeah, the next one. Yeah.
Next one, there is a pedestal on the top floor. It appears to be that kind of class.
I think you're right. I used to climb on that, that was the
Yeah.
year where I had my problem.
yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, can you recognize some of the students? If some students' face is available, then I can see that. Yeah, anyway, yeah. I agree with Sukumar. It's a SSN. This one?
This one appears to be our recent
PTMT.
PTMT. Yeah.
Yeah, these two guys, Rohit and this Lucky Professional University, LPU guy.
Yeah.
Punjab.
Yeah, Punjab. Anandpur Sahib.
Yes, sir.
This is something excellent. In fact, I wrote a Facebook post on this. See, we had announced a lunch. Okay. 20 minutes after lunch, these are all, remember, college teachers. They are still discussing. And remember, at 2 o'clock, my punctuality. At 2 o'clock, we will meet for the next afternoon session.
Yeah.
Okay. At 1:20, then I have to tell them, please leave. They're still discussing.
Yeah.
So it's not only, people believe MTTS only excites or ignites young minds. But you can see even college teachers, they get excited. They don't want to leave.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't like people saying that, people when they grow old, they don't want to learn. No, you don't know how to excite them. You don't know how to make them motivated.
Yeah. Sure, sir.
And sir, I just want to add, all of us have heavy sweaters and sun has come after a few days. Still, we didn't go out.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, in fact, that day sun broke out. Usually when there is a sun, you may know in North India, everybody wants to go out in the sun bask because it's very rare, right? They didn't. Yeah, they are still discussing. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ICT PTMT on linear algebra. You can see, yeah, this is Rajendra Lekwar, the person on the blue shirt who is chatting with me. Am I right, Santana? You didn't come, but you may.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's ICT. Yeah. Ajit's place. This one, there are ACs, but then this looks like old type of desk, and there is elevated platform. I don't know where it is. It looks almost like SSN only to me. This is Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir Institute of Mathematical Sciences.
Yeah, this is Kashmir. Yeah.
Kashmir, what is the place called? Srinagar.
Srinagar, yeah.
And can you go back to this? I have something nice to say about that. That was my first visit to Kashmir. And there is a story about that. Let's not worry about. But I will tell you the impression I got. Most of them are girls there. And when I talked to them, I found out, and in Kashmir, most of the girls go for medicine. Okay. And so that they can migrate to perhaps UK or US or some such thing. And this was the first time I saw a lot of students, girl students, taking up mathematics. And they all did very well, uniformly. That was very surprising to me. I had some kind of, because of various media, newspapers, and you know what, okay, you have certain perceptions about the place. Okay, they were all shattered. Yeah, even now they want to conduct MTTS camps, but political things do not allow us to go and do that there. Yeah. This must be a SVI Surat, right? I cannot place it, but probably Surat.
This is SSN.
Oh, is that right?
PTMT, no?
Oh, you recognize somebody there?
No, it doesn't look like. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, sir, it is not PTMT. It is
Yeah.
students.
Yeah, this is Nanded PTMT. It's the same place where we saw two things before. No, go back. Then I think I recognized. This must be, no, the one before that. I recognized. This is ICT, Institute of Chemical Technology, Matunga, Mumbai. The next one after that also the same. Yeah. Of course, Ajit would have been faster. This is Ajit's creation.
So, sir, it's not an easy task to start MTTS from a small town and spreading it all over the country. So, sir, how you did it?
Well, Aman, I think, let me say a few things. From the beginning, as I said, I didn't want it to be some kind of elitist kind of thing, catered to only certain well-known places, etc. So if you go to city, then you can expect that there will be infrastructure will be better, and your guest house rooms will be better. See, all said and done. Now you grow up, right? It's in certain level of luxury. So, but I decided I will take it anywhere, okay, and all nook and corner. So that's why we took it to places. In fact, from the very beginning, I want to reach northeastern states. Okay. And IIT Guwahati was just formed. It was in the second year, I think. We went there. And it was some Institute of Engineers or something. If Baba is there, he will help us. And that's when I first met Baba also. And so the point is, I was always on the lookout to look for some remote places where we can take it across. Okay. Otherwise, with Professor Rana's organizational skills, IIT Bombay's good logistic as infrastructure, we could have stuck there as long as they kicked us out. Okay. That would have been better for us also, right? Because I was also living in Bombay, so it will be easier for me. But we decided to take it across the country. So we took a special effort. And luckily, there were people who were ready to help us out, who understood our motive and extended their help, like a Baba Upadhyaya from Mysore and Professor from SSN, name Sandhanam?
Narsimhan.
Professor Narsimhan. There are a lot of people, you know, year after year after year, they were ready to extend their support. Okay. And apart from that, there are a lot of people who are here, like Santhanam. For example, last several years, 6 or 7 years, it's Santhanam who is kind of looking for camps. Okay. Because he is from IIT. Then his former students or professors are somewhere here or there, IITs somewhere. So he talks to them and he gets. So like that, the network is very good now. People like Santhanam, Baba, and Ajit, they all talk to people and do that. Now I don't actively look for that thing. I leave to these guys. They are younger, more energetic than I am. Yeah.
So how many challenges you faced during this journey?
A lot many. But before this camp, I will just, if you come back to this question, just one thing which I wanted to say. You remember in when I submitted the proposal, my vision was something different. The goals were correct. My vision was, I thought in about 10 to 15 years time, there will be graduates, alumni of MTTS who are gone for higher studies, PhD or some sort of thing, and got good job. I thought they will come back to MTTS to help us so that we can run more camps. So my idea was in 15 years time, I wanted to run 10 camps. In 20 years time, I want to run something like one camp in each state, roughly. There are 29 states, etc. But you know, some are smaller. So essentially about 20 camps I want to run across the country during summer. But 28 years gone, I still run only 3 camps. So that vision has not been realized yet. And I don't think, before you ask what is your goal for next 5 or 10 years, I don't know whether I will be there, but I don't believe it's going to happen even within 10 years. It's very bad prophecy. But given the circumstances, I believe in that. Yeah, you can go to your question.
Yes, sir. About your challenges.
Challenges are a lot. The thing is, what we want is when the students come, that's my main consideration. They are away from their family for 1 month.
Yes.
Okay, and about 1/3 of the students, perhaps this is the first time they are away from their family also, maybe more than that, right?
Yes.
And for many girls, this is the first time their family allowed them to go alone to somewhere and stay. Okay,
Correct,
so
sir.
my first problem was to give them a kind of family kind of food. Family kind of food mean what? It's a good, nutritious, balanced food. Nothing great, nothing rich or anything, which you can eat day in and day out. Okay, it may be slightly boring. On the other hand, it's a kind of, it doesn't spoil your health or anything. For 30 days, you can survive. Okay, and it also gives enough nutrition and balanced diet. That is one thing which was a challenge for the last 10-15 years. Even earlier, there was occasionally, but it has become a very, very recurrent problem nowadays when everybody is after money. Okay, so they will agree. We will tell them, for example, Professor Sandhanam, okay, he helps me a lot in that. He draws up a menu with a balanced thing. Okay, this dal, this kind of vegetable should be there. What are the composition of menu for breakfast, lunch and dinner? We always insist one banana minimum should be there, and seasonal fruits should be there, like that, and milk should be there. And some people may not eat idli, vada, dosa kind of nonsense or something. Then they should have bread, butter, an omelette, all kinds of things. We take care. And nowadays, I don't even try to negotiate too much about the money to caterers. In spite of that, they agree. They do first 1 days. After that, they skip on it. They don't deliver. And there are fights. Okay, lot of such things it happen. So that is the major challenge. And second challenge now I am facing, but thanks to Sandhanam's effort, I think it's a less strenuous last 5 years. But for about 10 years ago, what the main problem was to find a venue to conduct summer camps. Remember, I need 3 camps. In one camp, all the 3 levels. That means 120 students, another plus about 12 teachers for 4 weeks. It's almost a month then, right? And many institutes were not ready to give us that kind of a time frame and that kind of infrastructure for such a long time. And second, because of the government regulations, etc., they're cutting on funds or whatever it is, they also increased. They also become like Shylock's. Okay, for classroom you pay this much, for guest house you pay this much, for special meetings when you want to meet all the participants, for that hall you pay this much. Okay, and for cultural program you want to arrange this, for that day you have to pay this much. So it almost looks like hospitality business, and there is no subsidized rate. You understand that, right? If suppose, let's say IIT, I don't mean IIT, it could be IIT, IISER or NIT or some other research institute, whatever. Okay, if they conduct, okay, then they have the official rate for their own workshop. They will also give, but it will be a fraction of your money. If they ask you for 2,000, it may be just for 500 for their. So I told them just at least give us your official rates, because we are also on a shoestring budget. So that these are the 2 things which are very difficult. Second thing, last few years, I think it's reasonably okay, thanks to the efforts of Sandhanam and others. Yeah. But major thing even today is the catering, food.